Today on the Hopefulist, creating happiness and enthusiasm really is the key.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning and happy Taco Tuesday. It is Tuesday, October 8th, 2019, day 24 of Gotta Get On Ellen. That's right. I am actually taking a little vacation this week, but I am still here for you with your daily dose of inspiration and positivity because we all need just a little dose every day. Now, my girl Marcy posted an article on the Hopefulist group page a little while ago, an article from CNN saying being happier will help you live longer, so just learn to be happier. There you go. Simple, right? It seems that being happy leads to a longer life, right? So what creates a sustained feeling of happiness, says experts, is a mixture of traits like optimism and resilience fed by behaviors such as expressing gratitude, forgiveness, and being kind to others, all held together by a strong sense of purpose. Add to the mix one master ingredient, a sense of community characterized by warm, supportive, satisfying relationships with others. So, people who are more socially connected to family, to friends, to community are happier. They're physically healthier and live longer than people who are less well connected. Optimism and pessimism are the yin and yang of happiness. Optimists, of course, people who expect good things to happen, while pessimists expect bad things. It turns out that looking on the bright side of life is really good for your health. Research has found a direct link between optimism and a stronger immune system, better lung function, and cardiac health. So go ahead and get happy. If you are a pessimist like I used to be, I can help you make the transformation. I can do it. You know how? I've done it. Optimists have better health habits. They're more likely to exercise, have better diets, and are less likely to smoke. They have better coping skills and are better problem solvers. A sense of purpose and meaning in your life. And meaning in your life is a big part of living a longer, happier life, according to a psychology professor. Do you have a job or a calling that makes some sense? The way to happiness is not by choosing to be happy. It's to find meaning in life. Although I think that sometimes you do just have to choose to be happy. Go volunteer, spend time at a charity, give something of yourself. What else? Spirituality. I'm having a problem speaking today. That's not good because I'm recording 5 podcasts today, so not being able to speak properly is going to be a problem. Studies show that actively religious people are more likely than less of non-religious people to describe themselves as very happy. Let's see. I'm trying to skip around here just a little bit. Oh, I think I missed something. I think... E-O. 5 building blocks toward well-being. He calls, flourishing with PERMA. Each of them stand independently of others and should be pursued for its own sake, not as a means to an end. P stands for positive emotion, which can cultivate in hope for the future and an appreciation for the past. By practicing gratitude for what you've been given and forgiveness for what you were not, you can create positive emotion about your past, build hope and optimism, and build positive emotions about your future. E is for engagement, which he defines as fully using all your skills, strengths, and attention on a challenging task. Doing this will put you in the flow sort of a mental version of the athlete's zone. R is for relationships and the critical importance they have in our lives in amplifying both our positive and negative feelings. M is for meaning, a sense of purpose from being part of something bigger than ourselves. Religion, family, social causes, such as working for a better environment, are ways to increase meaning in our lives. Research shows doing acts of kindness for others can also increase our well-being. And finally, A is for accomplishment. This is not necessarily financial success, but success and mastery of a skill or activity for its own sake. Or, as the Dalai Lama has said, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. No one can make you happy until you make yourself happy. No one is going to make you happy unless you make yourself happy. That's just the short and long of it. You have to find ways to make yourself happy, which leads me right into my second blog post. Maybe it was the third or fourth. Enthusiasm is the key. And I got a nice little picture here of a container of cantaloupe. And I can see that this picture was taken at work because there's the desk there and there's my news. And this was right before I lost my job, probably the week of. So I got the idea for this post after dreaming about my breakfast of cantaloupe. Yes, you read that. You read that right. You heard that right. I usually only buy this sweet, delicious melon when it's on sale. And I really loathe having to cut it up. But man, do I love the taste of it. I took the time to cut one up yesterday and brought a container of it with me to work. As I was going about my morning duties, I thought of my sweet, delicious cantaloupe sitting in the fridge, just waiting for me to devour it. This is why people get so angry when someone steals their food out of the fridge. I sat there for hours just looking forward to my cantaloupe, and if I would have gotten to the fridge and it was gone, I'd have been more than a little pissed. Does it seem a little crazy to get this excited and happy over a little bit of fruit? Well, not so long ago, I would have thought I was nuts too. But you know what? I have discovered it is getting excited over these little things that make life so much more joyful. And at this time I had written, although I finished my breakfast, so now I'm sad. So go ahead, do it. Get excited about your life. In fact, get super excited about your life. If you feel like you have nothing to get excited about, all you have to do is look around. Find something. I just paid homage to a cantaloupe. But I bet my description makes you feel like I have some pretty great things in my life. Makes you want cantaloupe, doesn't it? I do have some great things in my life. You're right. But it wasn't always that way. I have been a cynic most of my life, and I would have laughed at the person posting this just a few years ago. Now, though, I realize they had a secret that I couldn't grasp. If I can get this excited over fruit, think about how exciting other things are in my life. The journey from being a cynic to becoming ridiculously excited about things like hot coffee first in the morning and seeing the sun light up the sky has been long and took a lot of practice, but it is working. There really are all kinds of things to get super excited about. I love where I live, although I don't have the most beautiful house. I love that it's mine and my husband's. I focus on what I love. We have this great porch that my husband strung up little lights around. I love sitting out there. I'm happy with the way the house is decorated. I love how cozy it all seems while still looking nice. I love my job. Again, a long time ago. I shout it out all the time. I do have issues with coworkers that I find challenging on a daily basis. It can really make it difficult to have great days at work, but I try to focus on the positive instead of the negative. And aha, there it is. One of the biggest secrets unveiled. That is another thing I have learned to do over the years. Focus on what you have instead of what you don't. It makes life so much more enjoyable to think you have things you love in your life than to concentrate on what is missing that you think will make you happy. In actuality, if you can't appreciate what you have now, getting that huge thing that you long for probably won't make you happy either. It might initially, but then there will be something else you need to acquire to attain said happiness. So I do truly love my job, but do truly detest some of the BS I have to put up with at work. But I always focus on how much I love my position overall and make sure to give it my all. If you don't love your job, trying to find a part of it that you like. If you can't even do that, then, well, maybe you aren't really trying. But concentrate on the money it brings in to allow you to do the things that you love. What are you waiting for? Get excited about all parts of your life and do it now. What are you having for lunch? Start thinking about it. Start longing for it. Start getting excited for it. So it is Taco Tuesday. I hope you grab a taco. Like I said, what little things can you get more excited about in your life? That's what we're going to focus on. So grab a taco and please make it your best day yet.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Ellen, have me on your show.